Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, October 22nd. We've not had our first frost here, which is really kind of weird. We normally have our first frost on October 15th, but it's looking like tonight we're probably going to have our first frost. So I decided to go ahead and take the time to do this video on my dahlias that I planted from seed, to show you what I have and what it looks like that I will have, and I will continue to do this because I love the dahlias that I got. We're going to start off in our raised bed that's behind our house. So we have several different ones that came up, and you'll have to excuse everything laying around. It's fall, everything's getting ready to be picked up. We have got this one right here, which has it looks like it's yellow, but then it also has some really pretty like coral pink orange streaking in it. And it does have it really looks more like it's yellow, and then that streaking kind of appears later. And then there's a few, oh no, actually I bet that's a different variety. So yeah, we actually have another variety here. I haven't labeled this one yet, but look at that really beautiful streaking in there. And I think it may have came out over here also. So some really pretty streaking. There's a nice one right there. A little bit smaller, but that's okay. Small's good also. And we do have a plain yellow one over here, which are also pretty. This white one has produced a ton, and our bumblebees, well, bumblebees have really loved all of our dahlias this year. So this one has produced so much and just keeps on producing. Right there. And then I've also got this really pretty white one. Look at that. I love those, just that look there. So pretty. And then my favorites are really these orange coral ones. I just love the color. I've got them in all different kinds of flowers right now on our dahlias. I've got this one that's getting ready to plump out. I thought it was going to be purple from there, but it has turned out to be definitely more red. So I've got more yellow. That's got a little bit of an orange streak to it. I really like this one back here too. Look at that. So pretty. That yellow in the middle. It's bleeding out into the purple. I've got this red one right here. Love that one. And so I found this one today. It's in the back, so I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to it. But it's really dark, and it's got light pink streaking in it, which is just really pretty. I like the streaking in these. It's something you don't normally see, so definitely one of my favorites right here. This one specifically is my RB13. I can see the tag, but I love this one. It's so pretty. This one just bloomed for the first time. It's my RB15. This one has bloomed a lot. Let's see if I can get over here with some pictures. So far, this is definitely one of my favorites. I love that color pattern. It's so pretty. The yellow with the pink and kind of coral coming through. And I've just noticed this yellow one. I didn't see that one before. And then that one right here. So, and I've got some more if I can get down. So, I have most of these in a raised bed back here, but I also have some in pots because, well, I kind of ran out of room where to put dahlia. So I just kind of started potting them up in different pots and just putting them where I could. I didn't even get all of them, I don't think, planted. And then some of them I got planted in bad spots and they died. So, but here are some more. So I love this one. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm going to sound terrible on this if it's wrong, but I think it's cactus type. But anyway, it's really pretty. I like it a lot. And then another one right there. I love this one. This is my RB10 and RB11. Really pretty. There's another look at some of those there. That one is my RB8. And then I had a few more, and they were white in baskets, but they are currently not blooming. I think they've about bloomed all they're going to, but here is the dahlias in the raised bed. So like I said, this is October 22nd. Very late in the fall for us, but they are still growing beautifully. So if I can get my stuff together, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, I will be offering these for sale. But we're not done yet because I have got more to show you down in other parts. So we'll get right back to that. Okay, so we are in our driveway now to look at the dahlias in our driveway. So if you drive past, I'm sure you can see most of these by the road, and they are very beautiful. They definitely make everybody smile that comes by and passes them by. But anyway, so this is my color changer. So it starts out white. If you see, I've shown some videos on it because it's really just cool. But it starts out white, starts to go to pink. There has been some that has been streaked with some pink, but yeah, goes to pink. Hi, Charlie. Now we've got this one right here. I also love that one. It was kind of a late bloomer for us, but even though it's late, it's still beautiful. This was one of my favorites to begin with. I was just like in awe of its beauty. So I've had big flowers. I've got, this one's a little one now, but it has produced so much, like so many different flowers on it. And then this white one, which is also a little bit smaller, but it was bigger to begin with, but it's got a ton of different blooms right now. I really love that one. And there's some of my oregano plants that didn't get planted. And another red one for us right here. And yellow. Kind of interesting the way the leaves go on that one, or the petals go on that one. It's almost like it's got like some brown in the petal. Could just be where it's older, but kind of seems like all of them have a little bit of brown streak in there. And this one I didn't know I would love so much, but the more that it blooms, I am just so in love. Like it's all over the place. It's a full bloom. Bees love it too. So very pretty. Bright and vibrant color here. Really pretty. Bees love it. And another white one. It also has some brown streaking in it. I'm going to assume from this one though that it is the age. But it's got some new ones starting to push through. We'll see how they look. I also love this one. It's not red, it's not pink, it's not coral. It's a really pretty color. And this purple one, which looks like here, and then it also comes back and it's got some beautiful white streaking in it. love it. Just it's a beautiful specimen of a dahlia. And then I've got this yellow one, which is really pretty also. And now let's go over here. Now these are just not just dahlias. These are zinnias also, because I just kind of threw some in. I am saving, as you can see, saving for some seeds. So I'm just letting those go as far as they can. Let's see. Oh yeah. Purple, really close to that one that I just showed you. This white one, which is really pretty, a really clean white. Right there. Now, unfortunately, I don't have one blooming, but like this one, which should be blooming this afternoon, that has actually become like so amazing. It's so pretty. I wish it had one blooming right now, but oh well. This one has been a small little yellow, which is really pretty. As you can see, they're just, you know, about $half size. Really nice though. And then another white one. So that is my dahlias that are up here on my driveway, and that's not all of them either. So I'm getting ready to go get my buckets. We're going to go to the field, and I will show you the dahlias that's down there. And I've got them in, let's see, 1, 2, 3 spots. So get my buckets because it's going to frost tonight, and I am going to go ahead and pick dahlias and have some for sale if anybody's interested. Not the tubers yet, just the dahlia flowers. So I'll have them tomorrow at our farmers markets, and then I will also have some Saturday at our last Johnson City farmers market. So if you love dahlias, go ahead and grab some. But anyway, walking down here to our field, we've got a whole lot to do today because, like I said, it's supposed to be like 32 degrees tonight. That's a very good chance it's going to frost and kill a lot of stuff off. So we're going to try to get it before it dies. And peppers are not so bad. We can handle like some of the cold with the peppers, but some of the rest of the stuff we're going to have to really hustle at to get before it gets too damaged. So we are down here. So this one has not bloomed yet. I'm afraid it's not going to, so I'm not going to know what it is. Well, these are tomatillos, by the way. So Gomfrina, this is one of my dahlias. I have not named this one yet or put a number on it, but I've also got some snapdragons and some more Gomfrina, and that dahlia also has not bloomed yet. So we're not going to know what that one is. Snapdragons and Gomfrinas. And I also may or may not know what this one is. If it kills it tonight, I'm not going to know. So if it lasts for another couple days, I will know. And then more Gomfrina. So I've got one more down here. I see several that have not bloomed. And yes, I know it's a mess. It's fall. We're trying to get everything that we can done. So we got a little white one, but I haven't been down here in a few days. Kind of looks like it's the end of the bloom on that one, but it is a very pretty one nonetheless. Look at that. So gorgeous. So, oh, you missed a yellow one, but it's very similar to our other yellow one. So we'll just go on, pass by, walk on down the row, see what we got down through here. So we planted a lot of our dahlias throughout our peppers, tomatillos, and other fruits and vegetables. Just kind of for extra pollination and see how they did. We like definitely mixing stuff in, helping with pollinators, and I think it definitely helped this year because those dahlias like really attracted the butterflies and bumblebees. So we're happy, we're excited, and they're pretty. So I mean, what better to look at than beautiful flowers as you're walking through and picking your produce. So we're happy. Well, at least I am. So let me flip you around because we've reached our other little patch here. Okay, so these have finally started blooming after all season. So we've got this one. And on our fabric, I have marked on there what they are. So this is LF11. So this will be LF10. Looks like something came through, probably a deer, and jumped on it. It's got a visitor too. This one looks like it's been knocked over by deer, but still really pretty. Looks like it was going to be yellow to begin with, but once it blooms out, it starts turning that really pretty coral color. So that one is LF9, if you're interested. This one's LF8. It has kind of stopped here, and we're waiting on more blooms for it, but so this will be LF7. It's getting towards the ends of its life here, and this will be LF6. And I think we missed this one, so LF4. And this should be LF3. Like I said, some of these have been blooming for a while, so, and then LF2 and LF1 here. So I am sure you can tell there's a lot of bug damage on a lot of these. One, once they start getting pollinated, those bugs really go at them. But we don't spray. We are certified organic. I can tell you that this year there has not been anything sprayed outside. The only thing that we did this season was we did no fly, a wetting powder that goes, or that went in some of our pepper plants in the greenhouse. So that is the only thing. And of course it is OMRI certified, and we definitely go by directions because it's what you have to do. So this plot down here has been blooming for a while. It's also where our watermelons were, where some of our last herbs were. So it's been blooming for a while, but it is about done, so it's not going to be so excited. But I'm also wondering, a lot of the flowers down here were really small, so I think if I planted them somewhere else, they wouldn't be quite as small. So, I've got this little light red one, multicolored. And the funny thing about these are, like I said, they're mostly all small, but somehow most of these ended up being striped that got planted down here. Multicolored and striped. So even this one, it has got white in there. And I'm not too worried about stepping over everything because it's probably all going to die tonight anyway. This one's really pretty. It's a coral pink color. And like I said, it's just, these have a lot of streaking in them, which are really cool. Didn't particularly like these as much to begin with. But the more that I've seen them and walked past them, I do love them a lot. So, like I said, these are on their last bit of bloom. If we were to have warmer weather coming up, they would have a second bloom coming on. But that's probably going to be it for them. I would say it is going to be over after tonight, most likely. There's a possibility that we'll get more, but and I'm not going to dig them out of the ground until they do actually get frosted and die. So who knows? I mean, it could be November. I mean, it could be December before they completely die off, but most likely tonight or tomorrow night, one of the two. So one more plot. I have got followers, by the way. I've got Nugget and Charlie. Nugget definitely sounds like a kitten. So when you hear her, she sounds like a little baby kitten. There's been so many times where like, somebody's had kittens somewhere. And it was just Nugget. Because she sounds like a little kitten. We love our cats around here. They follow me. They're like my caretakers. They make sure that nothing attacks me. You know, they protect me from all harm while I'm down here in the field all by myself, I guess. So, let's see. We are almost there. I do have a mess to go through before I get there, though, because this is a pot of our peppers that we kind of let overgrow. So, these have also kind of about spent their time. Now, thankfully, I did get pictures of some of these while they were blooming. And there's some of these that are like my absolute favorites. This one was breathtaking. It was number 9. But where we have it right here, it hasn't grown. They haven't done much. So I've got a light, kind of a lavender pink down here. Some of these have bloomed like a couple times, and some of them haven't bloomed at all yet. So that's it for down here. So definitely have learned where to put dahlias, where not to put dahlias. Down here apparently was not a great spot. It did pretty decent for the peppers, but I think that we've just not worked right here enough, or it didn't get enough water. Dahlias do like water, and we basically had drought all summer long, and these were not irrigated at all, so they just didn't have a chance to grow very well. But anyway, I'll be posting some pictures of some of my favorite dahlias. If you have any favorites that you would really like to have a tuber of, then comment down on the video. I will probably be posting tubers probably in December, because quite honestly, between now and December, I am going to be so busy trying to get everything picked and processed so it doesn't go bad. So keep up with us, follow us, check out our website, but I will be listing things as I have it, but most likely it's going to be, like I said, December. But that's okay, because dahlias are more for spring planting anyway. So, if you have not liked and subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so. We have a lot of content that we put on here. As always, during the summertime, we kind of slow it down on content because we are so busy trying to keep up. But anyway, y'all like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.